What's up, man? So the boy Blue sent me in your direction, and I like your stuff, man. I feel you. I really feel you here. Because I really feel like what you're saying is reality. What you're saying, you're making a point. And I think you got like 2 points made, and that's sort of like hypocrites. Is what you're talking about. People who do something and say something else. They say, you know, stay away from drugs, and then go in the back and smoke a fat doobie, or even more, they go and, you know, snort some coke or some crap. And yeah, and they're trying to tell people not to do stuff. The fact is, when you're in a position of power, you can get away with it. You know, when you're higher up, you can kind of keep it on the down low a lot of times, and they get away with it. And so, yeah, I support people's rights. I really think that when you tell somebody, again, not to grow a plant, not to smoke a plant, you're telling somebody something that's not your business. You know, I don't smoke weed, I don't drink, I don't, you know, smoke cigs, I don't do any kind of drug, I don't, but that's my choice, you feel me? That's me. That's just me. I'm not trying to project it on other people. I'm not trying to tell you you can't. You know, I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. I'm only telling you how I live mine, and I can only project myself in that way. I only project myself in saying, this is me. This is how my life is. This is how I feel. That's only the amount I can project myself. But once I start saying, you guys need to do this, you need to follow this, that's where I start crossing the line. But I don't know, that's just what I think. But, shoot, religion. You know, I'm an atheist, so I don't believe in any God. I don't believe in the God of the Bible. I don't believe in the God of the Quran. The Quran, sorry. I don't know how to pronounce that thing, but whatever. I don't believe in the God in the Quran. I don't believe in any God. But, that being said, I think that some people's perception of God differs. Even some Christians have a perception of God that's respectable. Have a perception of God that, should he be real, might actually be worthy of worship. And your universalist God, your God, to me, is worthy of respect. Your God is not something that's evil. It's not something trying to put people down, you feel me? So, I find that interesting. I like your perspective on Lucifer, by the way. That's a different video, but I definitely like your perspective. One other thing. Universalism. I don't know, I'm sure you know the Unitarian Universalists. I've been to that church. As an atheist, I went to the church, and I don't go there frequently, but I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed the Unitarian Universalist church. I found it to be, and that's like something I would want my kids to be exposed to. Maybe not so much that church, but the ideas projected by that church of believe what you want. We're not trying to tell you what to believe. We're just trying to tell you to find what you believe and stick to it. We're just trying to tell you to be a good person. Go out and do good. That's all we're trying to say. And that's all we need to say. That's all we need to teach our kids. That's all we need to do. Is to teach you to do the best you possibly can with this life. To make this world a better place. We can talk all we want about the afterlife, but all we have is the here and the now. And that's all we can worry about. So, you know, people are hypocrites, you know, they're always trying to tell other people how to live their life. I'm trying to tell other people, this is how I live my life. It does well for me sometimes. Sometimes I feel like absolute crap because that's reality. I'm not going to come up here and say that everything I do is perfect. My way of thinking is perfect. I try to be a good person, that's all I can tell you. That's all I can honestly say. So, anyone trying to tell anyone else how to live life needs to first look at themselves. And as to actually regulate it, you have to set aside your own feelings and think about what's best for all people. How will all people have the freedom to do what they want to do? How will all people best have the freedom to do what they want to do as long as they're not hurting anyone else? To say anything more than you can't do this because it would do da-da-da-da-da significant harm to another person. Other than that, you're just invading if you're trying to do any more than that. It's Spike here. Peace out.